Hello everyone, I'm Matthew with the NOLAnerdcast, once again at Wizard World New Orleans Comic Con, here with Jeremy Clark, the unsung hero of the comic art world. He is an inker. You don't really get the credit you deserve generally. How have you worked with that?
Well, inkers are an important role on any sort of comic. They're starting to be phased out now that you've got digital inks and then people wanting to ink wash their own work. The problem is that when you do that, especially with the digital inks, you lose the ability to sell an original page to a collector, which is what these shows are all about. You know, it's about the fans and wanting to provide them with a piece that they can take home, frame up, and really appreciate, which is starting to be lost upon, some of the more big-known publishers. I won't mention any names.
Now, just so you know, what it looks like, an inked original page, he's actually working on one right now. He's got it right over there. I don't know if we can see it. We're just going to have to take my word for it. But, I mean, how long does it take to ink a page like that? I mean, that's a standard-sized page, right?
Yeah, we work off of 11 by 17. I typically do blue lines. In other words, a penciler will send me a high-res scan of their pencils, and I switch it to what is referred to as non-photo blue line, and then ink traditionally over that with brush, crow quill, things of that nature. A sequential page like that would, on average, traditionally take 12 to 13 hours. The thing with digital inks now is you can virtually cut that in half because of the stabilizers that are provided on Manga Studio and any other number of tools that I suppose make it easier for you to finish a page faster. But yes, with traditional inks like that, it would be about 12 to 13 hours.
But when you switch over, you lose the human element. And as we saw from the Matrix, if you give the machines too much power, it just all goes horribly awry. So this is why we need Jeremy here. He keeps us grounded. He keeps us human. So, I don't even know where I'm going with this. But the reason I first even caught your eye, I mean, obviously you're next to our good friend Errol C. He's good people. How did you meet him? How did that form about?
I came about Errol at a show that we did together in Austin, and it turned out to be a very useful asset, I guess, to me because we started working on collaborative prints together. He would lay out the pencil structures and then shoot them over to me to ink before we went ahead and colored them. And we're working on a flash piece together. Actually, it should be out within the month. So look forward to some more new Errol C work, that's got my inks on it.
You'll notice he didn't refer to Errol as a friend. He's an asset, just as long as he knows his place. So, did you do the inks on our NOLA Nerd exclusive Gambit Rogue?
I did not. I did the inks, however, on the Superman Phoenix piece.
That one's awesome.
It's featured over there. And I've got it here on my table as well. But the good thing about Errol, and he is a friend, for the record, I'm just going to point that out there. He has a lot of useful information, especially to people like me who haven't been running the circuit nearly as long as he has. The reason being is he's been doing this for years, and I just recently started upping my convention list to incorporate a lot more shows than what I had done in the past. Before I stayed at the local areas in Dallas and kind of centralized myself in Texas. Obviously we're in Louisiana now, so you can see that things have transitioned.
Same.
Yeah, it's gotten a little bit bigger, but that's with the help of people along the way, such as Errol, that is.
And what I loved is the thing that besides you being next to Errol, what caught my eye was you have Mega Man on your banner, and he just does not get enough love. People that know me know that I'm an unabashed nerd fan of Mega Man so much, so obviously you like him as well because he's on your banner. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah, he's a centralized figure. Some things that children of today don't understand is that Mega Man was a very important character for my childhood in particular, and he's an unsung hero because they haven't done a game about the character in about 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. Don't hold me to that.
Oh, it's roughly about 5. Mega Man 10 came out about 5 years ago.
And as a result, it's kind of fallen off the radar, and I really think it's an important character that needs to be brought back to light.
Looks like you're gonna have to replace him with Mighty Number 9.
Oh, no, I will not, because that's just a cheap rip-off. I mean, a wonderful character.
But it's by the same guy. It's the closest we'll ever get now.
Perhaps, and I guess that's something that I'll have to live with. But if I have it my way and you want some Mega Man commissions, You know where to come to.
Which I do. So speaking of that, it's a great segue. Where can people find you on social media to contact you about commissions or see your work or follow you, whatever like that?
Well, the beauty of my tagline is everything's Jeremy Clark Art. So if you go to facebook.com/Jeremy Clark Art or you Google Jeremy Clark Art, I've got my own .com and everything's underneath that tagline. Deviant, Facebook, Twitter, anything you can really think of is underneath that handle. So as long as you got my name and you can add art at the end of it, you're golden.
That's like us with NOLAnerdcast. It's all about synergy. It's easy if it's always the same.
Exactly. You know, you guys do have that nifty little NOLA thing going on. I've been seeing it all over the place, especially on Facebook lately. So.
Yay! So our last question we always ask, and don't think about it, just gut reaction, give us your answer. Who would win in a fight, pirates versus ninjas?
Ninjas.
Because you're a smart man, and that is the correct answer. I've been told I'm not allowed to tell people they're wrong, but there's been so many people that have been wrong. I don't get it.
Not everybody's going to be Johnny Depp for all you heartthrobs out there.
That's what I'm saying. I think
he's going to win the race.
Yeah, come on.
It's about skill, folks.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us, Jeremy. You have a great day. Enjoy the rest of the con.
Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it.